I want to see the correlation between people and climate and how we can come to a solution to this huge problem with a holistic approach. So it all started really when I was around 8, and there was this beach in Omoa. It's this small place in Honduras. We would always go with my family. But then one time that we went with the whole family, they told us to get out of the water. And we were like so confused about it. We didn't understand, but then we saw how syringes, plastic bottles, everything, like even with sharp ends, were coming along the tides. And we realized like, oh, this all will be cleaned up by tomorrow. We can come to the beach tomorrow. That was not the case. Despite of our efforts to like pick up everything, it came in throughout the night and it started accumulating. Ever since, we have not gone back. I'm studying environmental studies for that same reason. I care how people interact with climate and how unrepresented groups, historically disadvantaged, are being targeted by the climate change undisproportionately compared to white folks. My biology teacher saw my interest within like biology and like conservation, and so she said, Green Club at James Madison Memorial High School has been dead for 2 years. You can be the one who can bring it back with me. And so by my junior year, we brought it back, we brought some members together, and we planted almost 40 trees around campus. We talk about whether it is true that our school, for instance, does not separate recycling with trash. We made a lot of difference through small groups of people. My sister was also not a non-believer completely, but she was the kind of person that underestimated the real impacts of climate change. So slowly I would tell her, okay, have you seen our energy consumption? Have you seen what we eat? Where does that come from? But at the end, my sister actually took a leadership role within her high school and her community to bring up and spark the conversation. After that, I joined YCAT, the Youth Climate Action Team. And as one of the few members that are Latino, or you can tell I'm Latina, you go and show people what a brown-skinned girl can do by talking to thousands of people. It was nerve-wracking for sure, but I got over it and I got my message across. It is overwhelming being an activist. I cannot do as many things just because I'm not a US citizen. I'm a permanent resident and I'm a green card holder, but quite honestly, I never doubted. I knew that this is what I was meant to do. This is what I'm studying. Some people even may think of it as a small impact, but every time I'm up there talking, every time I hold the microphone, I start having backlash of people, even in a positive way, just like responding to me is such an empowering moment. But one thing is that being part of the Climate Change Task Force by Tony Evers, he wrote a Executive Order number 38, will allow the conversation to be open around the state. And I'm not only advocating for partisan issues or solutions, I'm advocating for everybody to take action and come with me and take the part of the conversation. I do believe that this is a video for everybody. This is not only about me. This is about my team in YCAT. This is about my members in Green Club. This is for everybody who in here wants to get to know more about a different perspective on climate.